YouTube channel. Today we're going to look at condensation in my Porsche. This morning I climbed into my car, had to wait 15 minutes for the windscreen to clear because there's been water ingress into the car. So what we're going to do is take a look to see where it's coming in and get this resolved. So we're going to take a look inside the car now just to try to see where the water's coming in from. On these Caymans, they tend to come in through the drain holes on the front. They get clogged up, water comes inside the cabin and then causes this condensation. Let's take a look and see if we can find it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the seat forward. I'm going to have a look underneath the carpeting to start off with. Luckily for me, it's absolutely dry. This is fantastic news. If we keep on looking, another place is the door seals behind this door panel. They can become quite weathered and old and they can leak. What you do is run your hand underneath here. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Ah, that seal's definitely gone. What we're going to do now is take the door panel off so that we can have a look at the inner panel, look at the seal behind it, and that's where we think we're actually going to find the issue. Right, so what we're going to do is now take the panel off. I've taken the screws out already. What we're going to have to do is get some trim tools in behind just to open up the gap a little bit so I can get my fingers under and give it a good old wrench. You might hear some crunching sounds, but unfortunately it's the only way to get it off. You can see all these bits that have fallen out. Now, I don't know if you heard the crunching sound from when I pulled the panel off. Now, you think it's plastic, but it's not. This is actually the rubber seal that's stopping water from coming in, and that's clearly why there's a problem. Is the seal behind here. If you come in closer, you can actually see all the seal is actually falling out the bottom, and this is why I've got water coming into my car and causing condensation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the speaker off, the window motor, and the airbag, but before we disconnect the airbag, we've got to disconnect the battery. And what we do is we disconnect the negative terminal. Pop that up, and there we go. Now we can do the airbag. Right, so what we're going to do is take the speaker off, the window motor and the airbag. We've disconnected the battery already, so we're all good to go. If you just pull in over here, I can show you to disconnect the airbag. What you need to do is push this clip back. Make sure when you put it back in that you clip the orange clip back in, otherwise you will get a warning light come up. Right, so we're almost there. We've just got a few more bits to take off, and then what we're going to do is take all the screws out of the inner panel, and then we'll be able to see how bad the seal really is. Right, so what you'll see is that the cable's being held in by these green clips over here. So what we're going to do is pull this forward and just try and push them. You might need to give it a little bit of a assistance. But there, they pop out like that. So what we want to do that is all the way across. And then there's another second plug there as well, which will disconnect. Back through there. And now what you've got to do is you've got to feed this cable and the plugs Wow, look at that. And that's where my problem is coming from. Right, so we've got a brand new panel here. As you can see, the seal's nice and new, not broken up, not all weathered. And let's fit this. Okay, as you can see on the panel, you've got two holes here. What you want to do is you want to feed the plug through the bottom hole It's the oval one. As you can see, the grommet is in an oval shape. Right, so we're ready to put the door panel back on. Just need to show you something. As you can see over here, we've got all these clips. What you need is all these clips to be good. If it looks like that, you need to replace it. What you're looking for is something like this, because this actually acts as a seal. So it's very important that these are all intact. So I'm just going to replace all of these before I fit the panel. Right, so we just fitted all the door panels, etc. What we're going to do is just check that the window is still working, that everything is working like the mirror. Just do our tests. Our battery's been connected back up, so let's do our tests. Lovely. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe. Please post your comments in the comments box, as well as any suggestions, as we'd be happy to try and do some videos on any of your suggestions.